Today is November 22nd, 2016. This is my videotape testimony for the hearing on the Baltimore police aerial surveillance. I've been making a movie and a documentary about this since 2006. Governor O'Malley approved the program in November of 2006. I was doing the same surveillance on our public officials, city, county, state, and federal levels, mainly the office of Scott Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Jessamy, Mayor Dixon, Mayor Blake, and now Kathleen Pugh. It was about zero tolerance stop and frisking, which Governor O'Malley instituted, that created the uprising. That's what created the uprising. All right. So we're going to go right here. That date is February the 2nd, 2011. I blew the whistle and I asked for the witness protection program from Greg Bernstein's office to protect me against Schellenberger and Baltimore City Police Department because they were threatening me. These are the cases in which I had asked for the witness protection program. These are the cases which I asked to be protected and to bring up in front of the Department of Justice under criminal investigation. I wanted a federal audit. I wanted federal cases. That's the office of Mr. Morrow. The city solicitor was just released because George Nelson was protecting and shielding the criminal. George Nelson was shielding Governor O'Malley in these criminal enterprise here. It was city, county, and state, and it was federal violations. Like I said, this Shorty program started in 2006. That's the date. Get Shorty. That's my store on Falls Road. I turned it into Patrick Fitzgerald, the Department of Justice, because I was showing how the stop and frisk wasn't just here in Maryland, how it existed in Illinois as well. It was about enslaving the black population, the black community. And I had it timed and dated. I turned it into the Department of Justice. I turned it into the state's attorney's office. I turned it in. It was timed and dated. February the 2nd at 8:45 a.m. I went to the state's attorney's office. I went to Commissioner Belfield's office. I went to the sheriff's office. And I went to the Department of Justice, Alan Locke's office, all on that date. And I turned this information over to them. And it named the people that were involved, the people that wanted their rights defended. It was a petition. So since the Department of Justice is here, I want them to take over my case. This isn't a civil case. This is a criminal case. And Branch knows about it. Welch knows about it. That's my case ID number. And since Session is gonna be the new Attorney General, I want this to go directly to Jeff Sessions, Donald Trump, and we're gonna discuss this. We're going to have Baltimore investigated. The same way that they want to investigate Hillary for emails, we're going to investigate Baltimore for the crimes that they committed. You tried to kill me. It's attempted murder. That's the case. That happened in October 2010. I filed charges against y'all with the Department of Justice and Internal Affairs. I videotaped the phone call to the FBI. I won that case. All my property should have been returned to me, but none of it was. That property was 13 movies, 13 videos, and I was exposing the corruption in the courts. I named the judges, the lawyers, and the politicians. And I named Barbara Mikulski. Before she retires and claims that she did so much for Baltimore, Mikulski enslaved Baltimore. She enslaved Baltimore. Barbara Mikulski, Senator Cardin, Cummings, Mikulski, Ruppersberger. Y'all set up the laws that enslaved the population. And banning me from your office ain't gonna stop me from telling the truth. You're using black faces to carry out a white agenda. Slavery reinvented through the 13th Amendment and supported by your congressmen and your senators. Your congressmen and your senators created the uprising. So get this videotape from this case, and it shows exactly what I did that day. That was in 2010, because I was, like I said, I was turning y'all in Illinois and in Maryland. My lawyer sold me out in Maryland, and my lawyer sold me out in Illinois. It was coercion. You can go directly to the state's attorney's office and get this mail. It was respectfully submitted. Everything is certified and legal. You can go to President Obama, Judge Bridges, the Waukegan News Sun, the Baltimore Sun, the Chicago Tribune, New York Times, public defenders, and the sheriffs. This was an investigation ordered by President Obama in 2008. I brought the investigation to Maryland. into the surveillance to show you how the crimes and the political corruption in the courts. I showed Maryland and Illinois. And there goes Elijah Cummings, so he can't say that I was bothering him. A DOJ letter. You said that you wrote the Department of Justice a letter on my behalf. I need that letter. This is civil rights violations. Not only civil rights, but criminal rights, because you conspired to deny me those rights and you use your offices to do that. You use prosecutorial discretion to distribute Jim Crow justice. So here are the emails. We don't want nobody left out. See the emails? Original messages? FBI, because the FBI and the Department of Justice been shielding an investigation. I want everything out front. I don't want no misunderstandings. All these emails are legal, and it shows the role that the media played in it as well. City, county, state, and federal levels. I want everything for everybody to see. So when I testify today, there will be no misunderstandings. This is my videotape testimony. I'm blowing the whistle on the surveillance. I'm blowing the whistle on Governor O'Malley and the stop and frisk. This would led up to the uprising. So take it, shake it, and let's open up this investigation on a criminal level.